in fact, to my mind, I mean, that's the way I think. And given the way NIA, etc., have gone about doing the investigations, I find there is more in the international arena as far as the disruptive movement of Khalistan is concerned than internally. And unless we tackle these external elements, we will actually be feeding the internal elements who are very small in numbers. You know, the
Yeah.
sleeper cells are not far too many. Most of them were actually into the drugs, and then they have got roped it into the arms and ammunition trade also. So therefore, unless we tackle those external elements, for example, the SFJ or Babbar Khalsa, or you have the Pamma group, Khalsa, of course, has been propped up by Pakistan, and more so, I find that Canada and Pakistan seem to be the emerging hub. My point is, the international groups have to be reined in,
Yeah.
and these groups are known to us. Their hand was proven, I mean, very, very comprehensively in the farmers' agitation.
Mm.
Uh, People like Greta Thunberg were exposed, but they undertook this based on internal support. There were people from India who were actually framing those messages and then sending it to them. They were just the mouthpiece. So and who are funding them? It is these groups which are led by people like Gurpatwant Singh Pannu, and you have the Hardeep Singh Nijjar guy. Then you have Renda. These people have become some kind of poles of or symbols of projecting the Khalistan's view of creating a sovereign state in Punjab. Now, how they can be tackled, that in my view is that we have to now somehow uh, talk to the governments of these countries. I think we need to shed our inhibition. Let's take the bull by the horn. Let's talk to the Canadian Prime Minister. Let's talk to the US President on this issue. And let's also project it with UK. In fact, I am of the view, why not with Pakistan also? Because Lashkar-e-Khalsa was suddenly emerged after the intelligence building attack uh, in the social media, and the social media was attributed to the bots which were emanating from Pakistan,
Pakistan.
right?
Exactly. Yes.
Right. So we know whom to talk to in Pakistan. I mean, why are we taking this high stand that we will only talk to a civilian government? You know where the power is coming in Pakistan, so we might as well have a track to going with Pakistani army. Why should we hesitate to put 2 3 military members also in this track to delegation which goes to Pakistan and have a talk with them? And in this talk, let me tell you, it should not be a talk from a position of weakness. It should be a talk from a position of strength, telling them that, partner, if things are not done correctly, beware of another Balakot or a action more severe than Balakot. We have to project our strength. Let me tell you, people respect strength. So therefore, when we tackle this kind of a problem, it has to be a happy mix of talks, projecting your strength in a manner where it is taken seriously. After all, you are today emerging as the third pole of economy. People are talking of dual pole economy. I think the third pole, slowly India is now emerging. It has some say in the world polity. If you look
Indeed,
at
sir.
even from PPP perspective, we are third. We are beyond the 6 trillion mark as far as as far as PPP perspective is concerned. So it is, in fact, China won, America second, and India third. If you look at it from a PPP perspective, of course there are other indicators which indicate whether a country is developed or not developed. I'm not talking of that. I'm talking purely in terms of volumes and rates. I think we cannot be ignored today in the world, and let's make use of it. The external affairs minister has done it in the European circuit office. I think he conveyed it very clearly. People have listened to him, and I think people will take it seriously. An odd incident like what has happened currently, or what is happening in our country, because of which we have had to make some statements that's fine. These are bubbles which will come up and go down, but our long-term perspective will remain, which is that we must talk, and we must talk from a position of strength. We must be able to convey to them that, look, either harness these guys, or be prepared for a counteraction by us. It need not be a military action. It could be a political action. It could be diplomatic action. Choking the funding of SFJ and Babbar Khalsa. Mere banning of these groups will not do. We have to go beyond that.
Yeah.
If they have got relatives in India, choke their funds. If somebody is proven to be an SFJ member or a Babbar Khalsa International member, and he has got relatives who are getting funded in India, please choke them. Choke those funds. And I'm telling you, only thing which speaks is money. Moment the money stops coming, you will find people will listen to you, and they will, come on. I mean, if soft talk doesn't convince them, then you have to take hard action.
Oh, absolutely.
Before it becomes too late, and you start getting involved in in fighting which happened 20 years back. Let's not repeat that. I mean, that's my warning as far as Punjab is concerned.